we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Rebels ready to kick it away first. On the return, it's Bussey. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Cuts it upfield. It's slow. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Reed can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Rebels. And they turn it into a defensive score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got a little space. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it on the counter. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throwing Reed. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
In the gun, third down, Reed. Finds his target. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you.
Caught, and he's got room. He's at the 10, all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass, try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sets his feet, it's Knight. Left side, it's Lacy. There he goes! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Still looking. He throws one to the left. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Lacy. brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Driving forward, it's Lacy. Plows through the defense. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To throw, it's Knight. It's complete! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Rebels! Sometimes you hear people say that quarterbacks aren't tough. Watch that play and tell me that dude's not tough.
You can't coach that, Reese. That's unbelievable. To sit there with that kind of poise, knowing he's about to get smacked, and keep his vision and his focus downfield towards that open receiver, that was absolutely tremendous.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The handoff. Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Keep it on the ground. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tackles. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Working the middle. Free up the gut. Ripped past midfield, finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Breaks into the open, ripping through the defense. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. There's some room. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And he makes the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
In traffic, it's Alexander. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or two conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Throws for the tight end. Once the defense is wide open. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Rebels. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he made the extra point without problem. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, trying to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Here's Reed to throw. Under pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The fake and wants to throw. Buys time to his left. He's going to take off. Pulled to the ground.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Burrowing for yardage. Turning it on. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Rebels will hustle to the line. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, it's Lacy. Got a little grass. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Motion from the wide receiver. Moving to his left. Out wide left, it's Alexander. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Reed. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, Week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Colorado taking on the number 12 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Buffaloes coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that caps off a banner season for this club, 10-2.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. To give to the back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Left side is Lacey. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Delayed handoff. It's Lacey. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Oh, he's got some space. He now has 111 yards rushing in this game, and he's on his way to a 1,400-yard season. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Handoff for Frazier. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now they're going to throw it. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there, man.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. There he goes. He takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Straight ahead, it's Owens. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's low. Stopped right there.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front.
Snags it and he's open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. And he's brought down after a short gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. It's complete to the right. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Here we go, ready. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggies!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. On the ground, it's Lacy. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Right side, it's Lacy. Makes the catch, and he's free. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Delayed handoff, it's Lacy. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Trying to squeak through the pile. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to getting him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And the route is on. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Runs through a tackle. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful. But how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, and you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense. And now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And they're not on the same page there.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
Direct snap. It's Owens. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you're trying to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Powers through the defender.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll run him again. Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Run inside. It's Lacey. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays.
Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Off play action on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Running inside, it's Sanford. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out wide right, it's Sanford. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Texas A&M going up tempo. Pulls it on the option. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field.
Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Sends it back in motion. Drops back on first down. Hauls it in.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Out wide left, it's Sanford. Could not make his way to the corner.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Second and long here. The snap sets up to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the... Looking downfield to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense...
And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Play before the end of the quarter. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Spot Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quick give. It's Sanford. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Sanford.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Long way to go on second down. They'll go to the air. Williams open on the right side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Plows his way ahead. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to...
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanford. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. On the run, fires downfield. Just not anywhere near good ball placement.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snags it at the 30 and still running. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Wants to keep it in the air. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. They put... Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw one first. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got a man in the middle. He's stopped.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snap from the gun on third down. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right side, it's Danzy. He's down right there, short gain on the ground.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Texas A&M going quickly.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They put the brakes on it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. They haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now... So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Hits inside. It's Sanford. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Slings it downfield. Out wide right, it's Williams. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally.
Makes a grab and room to run. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns up, it's Sanford. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. And it's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because
so the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
no, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll go back to the ground. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Every defense in the country.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. sells the run, looking to pass. Buying a little time to his left. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Wideout trying to get it in. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
After that,
running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve.